Just want to show something here when editing audio, in this case using Audacity, but it works the same on all the digital audio workstations. As you see, the level is pretty low on all these tracks, which is intentional. When I set the levels for this, I wanted to make sure that nothing would go into a clipping situation, regardless of how loud the actors got. Nevertheless, there's a couple of instances where, I'm going to look up here, this actor's been perhaps a little bit closer to his microphone, a little bit louder than the other actors. And there's one crescendo here where they all give a shout, and this one is not quite clipping, but pretty close. So if I wanted to normalize these tracks, and normalizing brings all the levels up to a prescribed level, I'm just going to do an example here of normalizing. I'm going to normalize this part of this track. And where are we here? Volume compression, normalize. So I'm going to normalize it. This is pretty hot, actually, minus 1 dB, but that's what I'm going to use right now. This isn't really broadcast standard. Broadcast standard would be a little bit lower than that, but I'm going to apply that. I'll see what happens. So that track, now that's much more usable. Because this is all digital audio, we don't really have to worry about the noise floor coming up very much. That's not a big issue. We're not dealing with something recorded on magnetic tape here. The noise level does come up, but it's not going to be noticeable. So that's just going to be an easier section of waveform to deal with, and it'd be better if they all looked like this. I'm going to undo that. But if we try to normalize this with this really hot spot in here, because this is not a compression utility, this is just normalization. If we try to normalize this, see, nothing happens. And the reason nothing happens is because of this spot right here, because that's really quite loud. Now, I know from listening to this that this is an unimportant part anyway, so I'm not going to worry about that particular one. But what I'm going to pay attention to is here on track number 2, this section right here. So I'm going to open this up and make it a little bit more visible. I can't remember how to zoom on Audacity. It's not the same as on the other DAWs that I use. I'll try zooming in. And I'm going to try zooming in a bit more. Zoom in. Okay, that's... So I've zoomed in a whole lot here, and we can see that it actually is clipping. This has gone right up to the max. Now, is it going to be actually audible? Not necessarily. Is it important? Not necessarily. But we kind of want to get all these things cleaned up before we do the rest of the edit. So what I'm going to do is just go into the very loud part here, highlight that, and I'm going to bring that level down. So I'm going to bring that down about, let's bring it down a lot. Let's bring it down about 6 dB. Okay, as we can see, it's still clipped. Not ideal. I'm actually gonna undo that. Bring that down a little bit. I'm going to bring this down a little bit as well. This part isn't clipping, but I'm going to bring it down. So now, and this is only about, how many seconds worth of information here? Zoom out is Control 3.
What the fear of God in
AI? Chat GPT.
Exactly. The ability to crunch scenarios faster than my lab can eat.
Okay, so it's still clipping, but we can't really notice that, so that's fine. And there are going to be 3 actors all yelling at the same time, that same part. So what we can do, what was the key shortcut here? Show that again, and now we can. I'm going to do these individually, just for demonstration purposes. I've highlighted 2 tracks at the same time unintentionally, but that's fine. And I'm going to normalize these. There we go. So that's quite a bit more workable. And I'm going to continue doing that with the rest of the tracks.